Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm going to be showing you an easy 67% win rate Hecarim jungle build. We're going to be rushing down the buffed Spear of Shojin first because they give an extra 150 health and way more ability haste in the early game. Then you want to go for Eclipse and Black Cleaver. For our runes, we have Phase Rush with Nimbus, Celerity, Water Walking, Treasure Hunter, Eyeball with double 80 and Armor. I don't really want a path for the Nasus, so I'll just start on my red. That's totally fine with me. Starting on my red is a-okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat Graves on my red anyways later on. Graves is one of the strongest soloist junglers in the game. Since Hecarim, he has good clears, good ganks, good AoE damage. He's not a very good soloist. You have to have a gold lead to beat most meta enemy junglers, especially if you have Phase Rush, because Phase Rush doesn't give you much damage. Like a little bit more AD on your passive for a moment, but nothing too substantial. The key is on Hecarim to keep your Q stacks up. That's why you generally do full clear, although if you have an easy 3 camp clear into gank, that's also totally okay. Go ahead, pop W into Q. You can kite around the medium one, around the big one, a decent amount. So we basically just saved ourselves from getting hit by the medium one 3 or 4 times there. Alrighty. With Q stacks, you get more damage and you get more ability haste. So you want to try to keep it at 3 at all times. If you drop down to 2, it's not really the end of the world. As we cross over here, we're going to try to bring the wrap, the big one, with us because it's easy to see his patience bar. You can go 2 points in Q. If you wanted to gank or if you got invaded, you'd go a point in your E. You're going to WQ, maximize the self-healing on it. Does max out though, so if you're going to W and smite, you'll immediately use up all the healing it'll provide. It only gives you up to 120 healing based on damage you're dealing and also the damage your allies are taking. It was really weird when they added that. They also gave it armor and magic resist a long time ago, making Hecarim's W outrageously strong. We should be able to do roughly a 320 full clear with leash. We had a 1-person Nasus leash. With 2 points in Q, it's a little bit faster though. We were able to do a 315 1-person leash. Not bad at all. I'm happy with that. We can go mid here. Popping Ghost early might seem bad, but it lasts for 15 seconds, and this gank is not gonna take that long. Hey, Diana. Got her flash. It's decent. I have Water Walking, so I should be able to get away from Graves here even if he's here. I want to push it the other way, though. Yeah, we'll just go for opposite side scuttle. We don't have mid prio or top prio, so if I stay for that, we're going to lose that fight against Graves. But I get bot scuttle, so we are trading scuttles. We both full clear. I had a gank, though, and I got a flash. So far, we've done a bit more than him. And I'd say Graves' early game's better as a whole. Maybe not for ganks, but just with how good he is at soloing. I want to gank this, but it's dicey. 1 luck snare and I'm dead. I don't have ghost. So I'll go ahead and reset. Let's look to get as much of Shojin as possible. Might just be best to go Lucids here. If I could have gotten boots and double longsword, I would have been down, but getting just double long swords and nothing else kind of sucks, so I'm going to go invade his bot side. He cleared from bot to top. That's why he ended up here. 24 CS. That's all 6 camps. Every camp counts as 4, so he stayed on the map for longer. I should be able to punish his bot side. Hey, Lux. Have the wall rocking speed up. WQE. Diana kind of hurts. Psych. She only has electrocute. Nice. All right, not bad. That was a really good blitz hook. I'll try to take as much of this as I can. Get a ward right there. Graves either reset and is on his Krugs right now, or he's in my jungle top side. It's hard to know which. All right, so he is bot side. He did reset. Oh, nice. I can punch him away from that wall. We're on top of the Lux. There's my phase rush. Nice, that's huge. Graves is in such a bad spot. Though these blitz hooks are insane. Like, those are so good for us. Graves is so, oof, he's in a bad spot now. Flame Drag's arguably the best dragon in the game. It's good whether you're behind or ahead, and everyone on your team gets to utilize it. It's good in combat. It's not, obviously not useful outside of combat. I could actually gank mid here. Have triple Q stack. We want to get behind her, then pop our E. The second part, your E1's the speed up and the E2's when you actually auto attack. So you want to try to utilize the full 4 seconds of movement speed. You can use all of your abilities while you're on your E. You can Q, W, R, Ghost, Smite, use activatable items. There's no reason to burn it early unless you're trying to use your E knock to knock them out of a jump, like a Kha'Zix jump. And you can tell he's about to jump, you pop him with a short hop E, kind of like just at point blank range. As long as we have vision, we can go over walls. We can jump to an enemy. Vision is nice. Lucids are so freaking good on Hecarim. Since your Q is your primary source of damage, it buffs up your damage a lot, so you have better clears, you have better solos, better ganks because you have tier 2 boots. The biggest downside to Lucids is with how much ability haste we're going to have in the mid and late game, they're going to be kind of useless. So for Hecarim right now, with how strong Shojin is, Lucids are more of an early game item for snowballing. So you have to make sure you're getting dragons and stuff because the scaling on the Lucids is, I mean, it's not bad, but try to get behind her, couldn't quite find it. She might still be here, but I have R. I'm also on water walking. Alright, whatever. She gets my R. Surprised she kind of stayed for that. We got a big item purchase. Go call fields, we'll go pickaxe, pick up oracles. Should have gotten oracles on our first recall. You don't really want to hold on to it forever. Usually second or third recall in most junglers is when you're going to grab oracles. Because the warding totem's too strong. They made the cooldown super low. That's why you see a lot of junglers holding on to warding totem for a bit. It used to be, as a jungler, you just get oracles immediately after laying your warding totem. You reset, grab oracles at the start of the game. But like I said, they nerfed oracles and they buffed warding totem a while back, so you don't see that quite as much. Q cooldown's getting super low. We're already able to throw out roughly 1 Q a second when we have triple stacks. Yeah, it's about 1 Q a second, a little less. Our Qs are shorter cooldown than our auto attacks are. It's kind of funny. Graves is top side. He has red buff. His blue buff could be up right now. He's very low as well. Mid's full health. He might go to his Gromp. I think I can do this for free. I guess he reset it? I don't know. Diana doesn't seem to be reacting. I have a steep gold advantage spent on the Graves. Yeah, I don't understand where he went. Maybe he just reset because he had a big gold spend there. Oh, I just think I saw him just now. Hey, friend. I'm gonna push him away from my teammate for no reason. I didn't actually see Silas. I was trying to keep him away from the Diana, but I ended up just pushing him away from Silas there. Yeah, there's nothing on the map really for us right now. Diana's not looking to fight. Hey, Diana. Yeah, we're not going to get anything out of that. She's too close to her turret. Yeah, I'm going to mute Silas. It's kind of annoying. Sitting on full Shojin, that's huge. Ganking mid lane is... I don't like ganking mid. I prefer top and bot. Mid laners get to play so close to their turret the whole time. It's hard to find the angle on it. With your fear on Hecarim, you want to get it to where you are slightly past them, so we can push them with our fear, because the fear forces them to move away from you. So if we can't get behind her with our R, she's basically just going to move away from where we want her to go, which is exactly what happened there, because we didn't have enough distance. Just too close to her turret. If we have more distance, we can run her down with our E more and then pop the R. Just had to pray for it there. Why is she backing off? Is this warded? Oops, accidentally put another point in my E. Lux, where are you going, my guy? That sucks. That didn't pan out quite like I wanted it to. Lux surprised me and accidentally put a point in my E. You want to max a W second. E per level gets nothing, really. It's a tiny, tiny bit of damage compared to your W. More armor, magic resist, more healing, lower cooldown, higher damage. You get everything off W. Possibly just wasted my ghost. Oh, is he just in my jungle? I have no clue where he went. Yeah, that was a huge wasted ghost. Rip. But hey, at least we got to one side of our jungle faster. Mord has Rhyolize. That makes me nervous to gank it. If Nasus can drop Wither before Mord R's, I might actually be able to handle my own in there. He has a cloth armor, tier 1 boots. I'm about to lose all my Q stacks. There goes my phase rush. Drop the R. A little bit of a kill still, trying to save Nasus though. Cool. Go ahead, grab red. We'll push over to our blue side. We've gotten pretty much all of our Treasure Hunter. We need to stay alive. Treasure Hunter is one of the best runes in the game if you're able to stop yourself from dying and letting the enemies have the shutdown bonus on you. If you struggle with that, just go for Ultimate Hunter. Otherwise, all the value Treasure Hunter gives you, they'll get right back when they kill you a single time. For example, if they kill me right now, they get 900 gold. And in terms of gold spent, Graves has almost as much gold spent as me right now. Where the Siver's a full item as well. Mord's a full item, so. Blitz ends up dying. I'm going to have to R through the Lux Snare, basically. R makes us immune to CC. She has the main CC I got to watch out for. They're starting to fight. That's not good. Gotta push her away. Hey, Silver. Get her with our smite. Her teammates are gonna catch up. She's kind of running the wrong way, I think. Yeah. She probably wasn't gonna be able to get to them in time, but still, she probably should have gone the other way. Oh, I guess Xayah was cutting her off. Didn't really think about that. Graves is a full item here, but I have tier 2 boots advantage. Still have my R. Got it. That third stack Q hits hard. Very, very hard. This is a little risky because they just saw me move over here. I'm hoping it doesn't bite me in the butt. I didn't actually see Mord's health. I'm playing on lock cam a little bit too much this game with spacebar. I usually look at people on the minimap. For example, right now I can tell the enemy mid lane is going to push. They have 2 people there versus my Sylas. Bot lane I can tell Xayah is pushing. So the main thing is knowing the enemy health and mana. So for example, Diana's like full health, full mana right there. We can see the enemy levels accordingly in items through tab. There's certain information you can't see by looking on the minimap, but the majority of it you can see. Good flash on her part. I have water walking here. I'm super dangerous in the river. Water walking is the best, one of the best runes in the game if you are in the river fighting. It's movement speed and damage. Silas backed. I gotta leave. He's bot side right now. I don't have R and I'm sitting on 3k gold. Stride Breaker is good after Shojin Rush. With that being said, Eclipse is much easier to use. The Stride Breaker, you can QW, Stride Break, apply your Phase Rush to those 3 separate hits, and then get behind them with your E speed up and knock them where you want them to go. But like I said, it is very, 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 very easy to forget to use the Stride Break. And on top of that, Stride Breaker on its own does less damage than Eclipse. It really does. The active on it isn't really for the damage, it's only really for the slow. So I'm almost level 12. Only reason why I'm farming this, if I was... I don't think wolves give me level 12. Got triple Q stack here. Can we find something? Use my R, we'll hold on to our E for a second, then we'll push her. You don't want to waste your E speed up early. So there, for example, if I ER, I still have like 2 or 3 seconds of my E. So we'll run around and scrape Earth Qs so we can keep up easy. Don't know if this is warded. Doesn't seem to be. I have a 1200 smite anyways, so their Lux doesn't have items. This game is wrapping up nicely. Shojin OP. It's giving us 27 ability haste right now. We're 2 full item at 1 full item. No, I'm sorry. So right now it's giving us a combined total of 48 ability haste, because 20 base plus Dragon Force. So QW have an extra 48 ability haste. My E has 38 because it gets half of Dragon Force, since my E is hard CC. And my R, of course, just gets the 20%. With that being said, as a first item, it gives 40 ability haste total, which is ridiculous. It ends up being 100 more HP than Black Cleaver, 10 more AD, and more ability haste than Black Cleaver as well. So super, super strong. Let's get our Q stacked up. We'll look for a fight since my R is up. I haven't died yet and thrown my shut down, so I got a decent item lead. Their Mord's 2 full items with less CS and less kills, so I can kill Diana here, I think. Oh, he's got it. Get my Q up. Play around the bushes for the blue jungle items speed up. No clue where Lux just went. She vanished into the abyss. I don't think we win that, though. They're all full health. Nasus almost dead. Nasus no R. Nasus no ghost, so. There's my speed up. Smell you later. No, Blitz. Not the Mord. He's so strong. I would like to grab red buff before this fight. Might make the difference. Sivir's by herself. I can get there super quick through these bushes. She's going here, or she's going in the top bush. Oh, hey friend, I saw you. There's my phase rush. I have bush speed up. Down you go. I'm sitting on full Black Cleaver. It's time to reset. You don't really need Mana Moon on a Hecarim anymore. It's a decent item, but it takes so long to scale. It can throw off your stat check power spike windows. They gave Hecarim a lot more mana. I think it was this patch or last patch. They upped his base mana a lot, so you don't really run out in the early game like you used to. Level 14. We're not even close to 18. We still have 2 full item slots already. We're not going to fall off this game. We've also gotten the dragons as well, so even if this does go to a 50-minute game, our scaling should be secured. Because without dragon and dragon soul, Hecarim's late game is not the best. You get focused down, and there's usually enough CC in a team fight to hold you still, even though you're moving pretty quick. For example, the Mord R, the Diana R. Most likely the Lux Snare wouldn't hit me, but if it does, that'd be really bad for me. It Lux. So there I basically went through her snare with my R. It still hit me, but I still applied all my damage, and during the travel duration on my R, I was able to time out a big chunk of her snare. Get behind her. My E ran out before I could fully get behind her, but that's alright. We have Herald mid and we end here 20-minute mark. For 3 full items, 20-minute. All thanks to Treasure Hunter and OP Shojin. It's focusing the cannon minion because it was there before Herald. Did the Herald just hit the Nexus?
This game was really short, so let's go ahead and do a part 2.
We have the same exact rune setup again. We're up against the First Strike Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix is turbo meta at the moment. With that being said, lethality Kha'Zix falls off like a rock. So if you do die on him, regardless of your lead, you tend to lose those games. There are a couple of different Bruiser Kha'Zix builds, all of them revolving around Gorjinker and Shojin. Those are incredibly good. You guys should definitely give them a try. Definitely worth it. Pull this out a bit. Warwick into Aatrox. My money is on Aatrox. We'll see how that goes for him. They both have to rush Hilka. It's a funny matchup. They both feel like crazy. Aatrox outranges the Warwick, so if Aatrox spaces beautifully, it's going to be hard for Warwick to really touch him. On top of that, the way Warwick healing works is you can only really heal back up to around half health quickly. Outside of that, like a half health Warwick's pretty easy to kill. If you have all of your abilities up and your jungler ganks and whatnot. That was a bit of a messy pull. I'm actually going to drop a Q stack here. Wow, I actually dropped all of them. Nice. Could have queued sooner, but I would have only hit the small raptor. So it's really important to pull the large monster in the camp, because you can see their patience and pull it a lot more comfortably. Arclear is going to be a lot slower than it was last game. You can tell. Teemo support clutching it out. Teemo support's not bad, it's just not good. Surprised to see a Nami dying to it. And smite, WQ. Your W has a maxed healing limit. We're already going to be hitting that anyways. Okay, he did a 314, not bad. Xayah kind of wants to finish pushing the wave seemingly. Hey Xayah, boom! Got the phase rush, keep my red buff autos on her. I'm glad Nami didn't try to steal that. That would have really sucked if she did, because I committed my ghost for it. So I just need to back off, play around her support timing. I'll hold on to E. We need to get our Q stacks up if we're going to deal with Kha'Zix. He most likely started on his blue buff side for best leash possible. I want to get vision of his camps real quick. Oh, so yeah, he did start on his blue buff. Warwick has flash, he lives there. Should just dashed through the Kha'Zix. That was a misplay. Let's go ahead and get a deep ward down over here. We can stay to take his camps. His Grunt will be up in a moment. He did blue Grunt, wolves clear towards top. Could also potentially gank bot if they push up again like this. Ezreal lost too much health. That's not even a gank now. Xayah more gold spent than me and Ezreal, so. Kha'Zix gets the gank mid. Fizz barely lives. I think the Triumph healing kicked in. We'll see what Kha'Zix does. Let's keep an eye on him. Oh, he's going topside. That is shocking. He doesn't necessarily know where I am, so I don't think he's going to go into my jungle. I certainly have time to take his with all my triple Q stacks here. I'm going to reset. I don't think he'll take my wolves. He might take my Gromps. I think I can get wolves, Raps, Krugs, and we'll be chilling. Got Lucids. Very nice. We'll go Longsword, Control Word, Oracles, E out of base. Okay, so he just reset. We found him with our ward. Yeah, I think we go wolves into Raps because he's going to go to my Raps. Actually, I'm just going to head straight to Raps because when he sees nothing here, he's going to go straight here. I don't have time to do wolves into Raps. I also have boots, so if I see him, I might be able to run him down a bit. He might just start dragging as well. So I can do Raps, cross through mid, go to his top side, which will be up shortly. There's a chance he's on dragon right now because he had nothing bot side. So he's either going to gank mid bot or he's on drag. Oh. Don't really understand that, but alright. Not warded. I got triple Q stack. There's my phase rush. Got it. I don't really want to steal his last hits. I'm just trying to get them low for him. Alright, we're chilling. We might be able to get drag out of that. Ooh, never mind. This is actually bad. My bot lane's not rotating. This is really bad. Because Fizz just got to kill mid. I don't know where Kai is, and my bot lane's not rotating. Kind of need my bot lane here. I'm just not going to do it. It's a waste of time. I don't even have smite. Not worth. Oh well. Bad call on my part. It's time for Shojin. Got a little Caulfields. I think my blue should still be up. He doesn't necessarily know I was doing dragon, so he shouldn't think that my top side's free pickings. Don't know where Aatrox is. I'll use oracles to see through bush. Makes me a little nervous though. Alright, he's not in the bush. He did take my Gromp, but this doesn't seem to be warded. I'm going to have my R here in a moment. Nice, nice, nice. We'll grab Wolves, head on down. Red up in 33. Yeah, I can't really help top. Warwick's not easy to gank for. And on top of that, even if we get him ahead, it doesn't really do anything. So I'm going to focus more on the drags than anything else. We need a ward on drag. They don't really have anything warded right now. Nam didn't even lay her control word. Kind of need to be able to get in behind the enemies here. They both have a control word, but they're not laying either one. What's the point? Isn't that the whole point of the control words? Alright, I guess here we go. She had a really messed up flash there. It's like she was trying to outplay me or something. Alright, whatever. That went horribly. Fizz throws the shark. They must be warded. They saw me going there. I gotta leave my red buff now. Oh yeah, he's still looking for the kill too. My red's gone. We'll go straight to Herald. They get dragged. That's the weird thing about control words. Psychologically, you have it, and so you're like, oh, I'm helping the team. But then you're also thinking, well, I don't want to lay it because if they break it, I'll have to buy another one. So a lot of times people just kind of end up buying it and then they don't lay it. Even though they both had a control word, it's obviously you ward this, we gain bot free every time. And then Ezreal getting an extra like 3 CS or Ezreal getting an assist is worth more than a control word anyway, so controllers are crazy cheap. Yeah, they get the drag there, that sucks. Didn't actually check that bush. Let's pull him all the way out. I don't have maximum space away from their mid in this kind of bush area. That bush area is so dangerous. We should be able to get another eye popping out here. Is he trying to reset or something? Rip. We're doing too much damage. It's a right round 1400 health. The eye won't pop out anymore. Nice job from the Vex. Keep up our Q stacks. I can bring it top. It's got all of the plates though. I might not even be able to solo Kha'Zix. Let me go ahead and mute all so I can make the right decisions. Like bringing the Herald top right now makes 0 sense. It only scrapes 1.8 plates. Alright, it's gone. Dude, that's such a bug. That happens to me so much. Where I'm clearly on the edge of it, I auto it and it pops me up. It's unfortunate. We'll grab that. Gotta take a drink. Alright, we're good to go. He may or may not be on my red. He doesn't necessarily know where I was. The way the minions were crossing, they were going to see me, and then Aatrox was also going to be crossing, so I didn't want to show myself on the map just for Krugs. Put myself in a weird spot. R is up. We'll play from the Vex. She's dead. Got too big for her britches. Alright, cool. Are they actually going to stay with that wave? So that's just a big wave for me then. Nice. This is worth probably more than a kill. And obviously it's very low risk compared to chasing and possibly getting nothing and then still losing the minions. So I'll bring this top. Warwick got a couple of plates. He's pretty fed. I want to get that plate gold and want to get my Herald used before the 14-minute mark, because that's when the plates fall off and you can't access that bonus gold anymore. I think he's diveable, especially if Warwick tanks first. Or I guess I could tank first with Phase Rush. Hey, friend. Wow, his Q is such a short cooldown, it's crazy. We land the double fear. Boom! We saved our E speed up. We were just pounding out Qs there, and we're chilling. That was really good. Kha'Zix came in at the worst time. Warwick accidentally R'd him instead of Aatrox. Kha'Zix kind of, I think he invised in. I laid the Herald a little too early there. I thought we had the minions pushed. Now it's going to take a while to break because it has 2 bulwarks. Whenever you break plates within quick succession, it gets a bunch of extra armor magic resist. That's why it's only taking 34 damage when I have 164 AD. Alright, we're chilling. I'll reset. I'm surprised this was warded. Aatrox was ready for it. Somewhere along the line I ran over a ward. It's probably over here. Finally the full Shojin, and then we'll go into Eclipse. Once again, technically Stride Breaker is a higher win rate on Hecarim, but first of all, you have to remember to use it. And even if you are using it, if you're not landing good slows, if you're just using it at random times, by default Eclipse will give higher value. So generally speaking, this Shojin into Eclipse setup and the Cleaver is best compared to Stride Break, just because of the extra complication Stride Break brings to the table. Dragon's coming up. Don't mind if I do. Hey, friend. We'll smite that down, pop him with the R. We need to get on top of the Nami so he's not getting his isolation. Got him with the Q. Gotta get on the Fizz. Try to knock him out of his dash. The damage still connected though. Got it. Spin to win. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. What is Zaya's health at? I'm assuming she's low. She just scrapped it out with Ezreal. She's not particularly fed, so me and Warwick will easily be able to turn. Ideally Warwick tanks here. I'm missing so much health. I'll go dump mid real quick. Vex is dead for a while. I can get gold and XP. This wave's pushing towards the enemy mid laner anyway, so if I don't do this by the time Fizz gets back, he'll have a giant Christmas present waiting for him. I'll shove this. Teemo catches. I'm not going to stay and take damage. Kha'Zix just spawned. I'm running out of time to do something over here. Yeah, there he is. Aatrox is going to collapse on me. Gotta get out of here. Kha'Zix is pretty fed. I'm seeing a lot of unspent gold. Oh, Warwick's hunting him. I gotta head over there right now with that portal. Nice, he got it. I'll go back him up. He's gonna lose a lot of health from that. Everyone on the enemy team is pretty much missing. Or at least they were until their bot lane showed up. I don't have my R. Now it's up. Warwick's probably going to be pissed because he's going to think I didn't use my R while he was alive. When that's not really what happened. It was just on a cooldown for a few more seconds. Loaded up with ability haste. No, there's Kha'Zix. I don't want to deal with that. We'll go in the bush. Yeah, I got the bush speed up blue jungle item. They're not going to be able to keep up with me doing that. He's really looking for it, man. I'm 2 levels up on him, but we were roughly equal gold spent because I'm sitting on so much unspent gold. I'll hold on to W just in case he shows up so we can get the extra armor. Counteract his lethality a little bit. I think Warwick had Bloodsend, didn't he? Oh, hey, Zaya. I queued before I entered the bush. I figured her recall would almost be finished. Is Teemo here? I don't know. Teemo went somewhere else. Maybe he just recalled in the nick of time. And that's Eclipse. Let's go. Almost finished with the build. I like it. A lot of times when you're fed on Hecarim, people quit. These guys are sticking with it. Props to them. Hecarim's not a fun champ to play against because there's not a whole lot of counterplay, especially if you take phase rush. Even if they catch you out, a lot of times you can get away. So you can pretty much always choose your engages on him. And yeah, like I said, even if they get a nice little pinch on you, with your E speed up or your R, phase rush, or even bush speed up from blue jungle item, you can typically get away. You want to be careful fighting people who took green jungle item near raptors. If you kill any jungle monster, it completely refreshes the green jungle item shield. So if he's AoEing me and the raptors down, or if he just autos one of them, then it's bad for me. He's gonna get constant shield spam. Get her with a Q. We're chilling. Pop my R. I got almost no value out of it. Target Kha'Zix was untargetable. Apparently Zaya as well. How do I hit anybody on their team, man? They're all the Fizz untargetable, Zaya untargetable, Ka untargetable, Dustblade. Who am I supposed to hit? Boof. I gotta heal up, get my Q stacked back up. Nice! They got the Kha'Zix. Fizz is pretty low. I could probably run out, smite him. Nah, never mind. Work. Nah, let me finish everything. Clean up crew. The dog and the fish. Yeah, just passing by. That was the Eclipse speed up. Eclipse, you only have to hit somebody with 2 different things. So, for example, my Q and my W damage. The phase rush is 3 different things. So, an example would be QW smite, or multiple 2 Qs and a W, or a QWE, or an auto QW. Any 3 sources of damage. The Eclipse is much easier though, because you get the speed up off of just a QW, and your W is a constant source of damage when you have it activated. I don't think he can actually solo me here. Ulti taking that. If they hit you, if they hit your health bar, then it cancels your teleportation, but it's so fast, and like ranged autos have a travel time that if you click on it and they throw out a ranged auto attack on you, they basically won't be able to stop you. So those portals are kind of cracked. Watch this speed up. OP. Same thing. We're at 166 CS. We're getting 45 ability haste from Shojin. It doesn't give that much more in the middle late game. The change they did to it was mainly way more health and way more ability haste as a first item rush. Because it already gives you a total of 40 ability haste when you first buy it. Now it's only giving me 44. So it's barely any more the more items we get now. Ah, couldn't quite reach it. That sucks. I would R over that wall, but he has Banshees, so he's just gonna jump away. He's got the Edge of Night shield. Guess it's time for me to reset. Sitting on full Black Cleaver. We have Double Dragon, can play for the next 2, get Soul. They're all kind of hiding for the most part. X is trying to solo Fizz. Risky business. 2 Yordles going at it. Vex does clutch it though. Well played to her. No way. Warwick actually dies there. It's a problem with the Aatrox CC, man. If Warwick can't auto attack, Warwick can't really heal. Alright. Oh, hey, Timo. What are you doing over here? We'll bump him back. Got my speed up into Q. We'll pop her with R. Got it. Oh, that's bad. I couldn't quite reach him with my Qs. So yeah, that was not going the way I wanted it to there. I gotta break this. We don't want them to know if we are or aren't doing it. That was a weird jump. I kind of turned sideways and then hopped over. An extra 7180. Last item. It just depends. Like, this is the core of the build. You could grab Frozen Heart if you wanted to. You could go for Guardian Angel. Ravenous isn't bad, but since it doesn't give Omnivamp, I don't really like that anymore. So I'd say things like Sterix and Guardian Angel are pretty sick. You can get Chempunk if they have lots of healing, which they kind of do. Oof. Kill still. A little bit. Oh yeah, Zai doesn't have R. I should have just gone in with my R there. Don't mind if I do. We could certainly get Baron here. Huge Warwick R. Where did that even come from? They both end up flashing. Oh, wow. I can't believe Vex actually made it there. Turret damage is ridiculous. My R's a pretty short cooldown. It's only a minute. I don't mind using it to get in here. We're in a hurry. I want to reset after this anyways. I'm on a lot of gold. Even though I can't get a full item, I can still get some pretty good stuff. Late smite on my part. Example, we can pick up an Executioners. They have a lot of self-healing. And go straight for Sterix. A huge back. We can AoE apply the Executioners with any source of physical damage, which it would be our Q. Our Q, our E, our W does magic damage, and R does magic damage, but still Q spam. Aatrox is a big self-healer. Kha'Zix heals a little bit off his W. And I assume Zaya is going to get lifesteal at some point. If I could have afforded the Sterix there outright, obviously I would have done that, but I couldn't even afford it, so I'd rather get Executioners just because it's a solid budget item that we could afford. Wow, his Q kind of outranges my Q. Got the double fear. There it is. We get him behind him. Get the push. I couldn't even auto that because I was blinded. They all got wiped. That's GG's, man. Timo Mushroom's putting in some work. Seriously. Dude's just missing. Where did he go? Yeah, Eclipse is so useful, man. The damage blocked alone and the speed up on it, even if it didn't do damage, just blocking damage and speeding us up helps us mitigate so much. We can get out of their auto attack range, out of their skill shots and whatnot. They don't really need me for that. I'll head on over. You have to be out of combat for Blue Jungle item to speed you up. But it's not a long out of combat. You just can't actively be taking damage. Like you saw there, even though I was getting burned down by Timo Mushroom Leandries, the moment we're off, I immediately got the speed up. Most out of combat effects have a, like you have to wait like anywhere from 3 to 5 seconds really. Goodbye, friend. Oh, Warwick got it. He bit him over the wall. Hilarious. Use W for the armor. That should be GG's. All in all, Shojin Hecarim is a bit of a menace, guys. Definitely recommend it. Let's take a look at damage dealt, damage taken, and runes. Looking at damage dealt enemy champions, we ended up with the most. Teemo was close, though, with his mushroom spam. You'll generally find Teemo and Karthus. Most games do the most damage, regardless of how relevant they actually were in that given game. For damage taken, not bad at all. For self-mitigated, solid. So most damage dealt, most damage taken, most self-mitigated. Fantastic. And for runes, high value. All in all, Hecarim jungle with this build. I can see why the win rate is as high as it is. If you guys enjoyed this Hecarim video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out the channel immensely. My name is King Sticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.